I wanted to thank a Roman Catholic apologist. Yes, I want to thank a Roman Catholic apologist. Scott Eric Alt. And we've brandished our swords at one another a few times, but I appreciated an article from February 12th saying we need to stop saying that there are 33,000 Protestant denominations. He says, recently, because readers can't seem to stop telling me what to write about, someone sent me a link with the note, here's something for you to refute. Somehow along the way, I'd become Mr. Refutation. I can't say how that happened. Well, it happens to me a lot too. Anyway, the link was to an article written all the way back in 2007 by someone named Dr. Glenn Andrew Peoples, whom I had never heard of. Dr. Peoples disputes the common myth, for a myth it is, that there are 33,000 Protestant denominations. So apparently this particular reader thinks Dr. Peoples needs to be taken to school, and I am just the one to do that, and shown that there really are 33,000 denominations, or whatever the number has escalated today, possibly 51,314 as of this writing, for there is a formula to calculate these things. I regret to say that is not going to happen here. There are not, repeat with me, there are not 33,000 Protestant denominations. They're not anywhere close to it. It is a myth that has taken hold by force of repetition. And it gets cited and recited by reflex. And it is based on a source that even Catholics will have to concede relies on too loose a definition of the word denomination. How far back do we have to go to find our documentation of this reality on our website? I don't remember what the year was, but it's been a long time, probably about a decade now. And we've had Roman Catholic apologists fight and grouse and scream. It's so nice to run into someone who goes, come on, guys, we need to, this is pretty silly, because when you actually look at the numbers, you know, they're including all sorts of stuff that cannot in any meaningful fashion be attributed to any meaningful definition of the term Protestant. I mean, you know, Gnostic groups and all sorts of wild, crazy cults and everything else. And there's just so much massive expansion of the numbers that it's utterly meaningless. It's utterly meaningless. But this utterly meaningless number has been repeated over and over again ad nauseum on the Coming Home Network, on EWTN by Tim Staples, and the guy with the funny hat who goes on tours over to Israel, and you know, all sorts of folks like that. They just repeat it ad nauseum, and I can guarantee you, Scott Eric Alt will hear them repeating it over and over again in the future too. It's like reflex. They can't stop. It's so much a part of their DNA that I just don't think they can stop. So they will keep repeating it. They really will. And of course, he does thankfully mention that he gives some of the numbers, which include 242 denominations for Catholics, which I'm really not sure that most of the Catholics will really want to go there. But you know, he does mention some of the independents and marginals, such as Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Masons, Christadelphians, Unitarians, Christian Science, Theosophists, British Israelites, Prosperity Gospel groups, Oneness Pentecostals. I love this one. Hidden Buddhist believers in Christ, 9 denominations. Wandering bishops, 12 denominations. Independent Nestorians, occultists. Now the funny thing is, one of the reasons we responded to this over the years was the fact that the argument was made, sola scriptura is the blueprint for anarchy, and here's the result. Look at all these denominations. Yeah, sola scriptura is how you get hidden Buddhist believers in Christ, and occultists and spiritists, and even Arab Radio TV Network, 19 denominations. Oh, there's the gay homosexual tradition too. Yeah, there you go. And schismatic Catholics, 435 denominations. That must be due to sola scriptura too. Yeah, we had pointed these things out a long time ago and didn't stop them. And now a Roman Catholic is pointing out, going, guys, come on, let's be factual here. This is silly. Will that stop them? Nope. The number will keep growing. The normal number I've heard recently is 39,000, so it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing like Pinocchio's nose. No stopping it. No stopping it at all.